Hello everybody and welcome to this. It's another in the Student Exemplar series. Thank you to Michael for sending in this piece of work. This was one of the AQA English Language Paper 2 Question 5s that I think a lot of you will have enjoyed working on if you did it for a mock. The question was about snow. Snow seems like it's picturesque, exciting and fun, but in reality it causes accidents, inconvenience and economic disruption. Write an article for a broadsheet newspaper in which you explain your point of view on this issue. So let's get right into this answer. What creates the feeling and spirit of Christmas more than a gleaming, glittery, gorgeous blanket of white snow? I, for one, cannot suggest anything more beautiful. How can an accident be caused by a white, fluffy, cold cloud? Gone are the memories of throwing soft snowballs at one another as a youth, since snow has been portrayed as an inconvenience. I think it is time to lighten up. Create yourself a smiling snowman to overlook your wintry white garden. Build an icy igloo or have a snowball fight, just for fun. There is no better feeling than drawing your curtain on a chilly morning in December and seeing your street laced with snow like a carefully iced cake. So let's just look at this opening paragraph. What the student, Michael, has done really well is used a lot of vocabulary to create a sense of positivity. There's a lot of alliteration, there's a lot of deliberate vocabulary choices, and that's something I find a lot of students are able to do in paper 1 question 5, but when they get to paper 2 question 5 they let it go. Another good way to be persuasive is to state opinion as fact. So there is no better feeling than drawing your curtain on a chilly morning is very persuasive because ultimately it's saying an opinion but stating it emphatically as if it's a fact. We've got some rhetorical questions which grab the reader's attention and draw them in, and it's a nice opening paragraph. Although snow can cause issues when undergoing the daily commute to work, don't consider it as an inconvenience, consider it a treat. You've worked hard enough, you've earned it. Perhaps playing in the snow isn't your idea of recreation. Instead, it is the perfect opportunity to stoke the fire and stay warm indoors. It's understandable that not everyone enjoys the cool crystals of snow which envelop our homes. So let's have a little think about this second paragraph. I like it. The biggest issue with paper 2 question 5 that I find is students don't think about who their audience is. And Michael here is thinking about his audience. He's writing for a broadsheet newspaper. So you would wonder who reads broadsheet newspapers, perhaps affluent, middle and upper class adults. So he's thinking carefully about what might be their objections that it interrupts their commute to work. Why might you not be able to persuade them with the idea of, build a snowman, have a snowball fight, because they're older and that's not the sort of thing they do. So this second paragraph really addresses the potential concerns that the reader will have by saying, look, okay, it might interrupt your day at work, but here's my answer. And you might not want to play in the snow, but here's an alternative. And this is what you have to do in paper 2 question 5. Think carefully about how your reader would respond to your points and then address their concerns. Despite its opportunities for activities, it's undeniable that snow has its dangers, but doesn't everything? Anyone can stay safe by wrapping up warm before going outside. That way, not even the biggest snowball can cause any harm. We can also make our community an even better wintry wonderland by helping one another. Road users should stay lit up brightly so they can see the road and pedestrians can see them. We can all enjoy our snow days if we can all cooperate. So this again is a bit like paragraph 2. It's saying, look, these are your possible objections and here's how I'm going to counteract them. Also, snow is one of Earth's natural beauties. We as a population have become experts at destroying our planet's qualities, so why not enjoy what remains? Okay, so here Michael is varying his paragraph length. After 3 paragraphs of pretty similar length, we've got some variety with a couple of shorter paragraphs, and that's good. The highest marks go to convincing and compelling. And compelling is about not just grabbing your attention at the beginning, but keeping you interested. But there are a couple of technical issues in this very short paragraph. The first thing is that we've got the apostrophe that's needed here, an apostrophe of possession because the qualities belong to the planet. And then we've got also, snow is one of Earth's natural beauties. We need a semicolon here to link 2 sentences that are about the same topic. We never join 2 sentences with a comma, so we join them with a semicolon. The beauty of snow is what lets the polar ecosystems thrive, what makes Christmas magical, and what makes hobbies like skiing and snowboarding exist. We should behold the glamour of some of the white, pure scenery we view on our planet. No sight can compare to a snow-laced forest where the trees are like sugar-tipped canes, the ground is like a smooth, soft sheet of wool. Or the Arctic, where miles and miles of creamy snow engulf the desolate plains, making it look much more mysterious. Or even a small isolated snowy village where rooftops are like sloping snowy plates, roads and pavements are no more, as the jaws of ice have devoured them. So here again, Michael's got a nice inventive vocabulary, and let me say this to you. If you enjoy paper 1 question 5, where you're writing your story or your description, you can use the same skills in your paper 2 question 5. And that's the important thing to be aware of here. Even the falling of snow creates a magical feeling. Fluffy clouds float gently through the air like winged sheep. Their wool gently sheds tiny twinkles of ice. Now this is interesting because we've got the repetition of the word gently, and it's not for effect. It's it's obviously a mistake here, or an oversight from Michael. And this is interesting because sometimes you're trying to think of what is the best word to use here, and the word you come up with is a word you've just used. That's why it's in your head. So this is the importance of having a few minutes at the end to read over your work and make sure that you avoid repetition of words unless it's for deliberate effect. The icy flakes sprinkle the world as if it was sugar on a cake. The idea of snow falling is truly diverting and enough of a breathtaking sight to make anyone stop and stare in awe. Snow is more than an inconvenience. It is a privilege to behold the stunning sight of what seems to be 1,000 white dove feathers gently floating from the soft clouds. Lustrous blankets of white bedaubing our homes may seem like it is picturesque, exciting and fun. So there's a nice rule of 3, but that is because it is picturesque, exciting and fun. So that's deliberate repetition. If dealt with in the proper manner, no accidents can occur. There are more important things in life than a simple economic disruption or inconvenience, so why complicate something as simple yet stunning as snow with these issues? So ending with a rhetorical question is quite a nice thing as well. So that was a good example from Michael, and hopefully you found it useful for your own exam preparation.